Good afternoon. My name is Elizabeth De Jesus. I am the Transportation Programs Manager for the North Florida TPO and also your point of contact for the TIP. Today, I will be presenting the Duval County Draft Transportation Improvement Program, also known as the TIP, for fiscal years 2025-26 to 2029-30. For those of you that are not familiar with the TPO, the North Florida Transportation Planning Organization is the independent regional transportation planning agency for Duval, Clay, Nassau, and St. Johns counties. The federal government requires areas developed around cities with a population of 50,000 or more to have a metropolitan planning organization like the TPO to coordinate transportation planning and funding. Local elected officials and transportation agency representatives serve on the TPO board and receive input from the TPO technical and citizens advisory committees. The Transportation Improvement Program is a short-term, federally mandated plan that details prioritized transportation projects to be implemented during the next 5-year period in the North Florida TPO region. Projects listed in the TIP include recommended improvements consistent with the approved 2050 long-range transportation plan. The TIP includes a wide range of transportation projects, including highways, transit, bicycle and pedestrian infrastructure, and other transportation enhancements. We schedule county-specific meetings as well as a regional public meeting. We will be recording these meetings and we will post the recordings in the TIP page. All meetings are from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. And for more details and to obtain links to the county-specific virtual TIP presentations as well as the public meeting, you can visit our webpage, northfloridatpo.com. There are a few ways that you can submit your comments. The first one will be the virtual TIP presentations like today. You can provide comments at this meeting. Second, you can provide comments through the comments form, and you can find that form in our TIP webpage. And lastly, through the TIP interactive tool, I will explain later where you can find those. The deadline for comments is June the 2nd. We need your input and comments. You can provide comments using the input form by using this QR code or by going directly to the link publicinput.com/2025 TIP. This input form is also posted as I indicated on the TIP page. Again, the deadline to submit comments is June the 2nd. This plan will be approved by the North Florida TPO board at the regular meeting on June the 12th at 10 a.m. We are located on 980 North Jefferson Street, Jacksonville, Florida, 32209. There are two places you can find the TIP information. The first one is the TPO website on the TIP page. The second place you can find TIP information is the TIP public website, also known as the TIP interactive tool. Quickly, I want to show you where to find the TIP information. When you visit the TPO website, in the front page, you can access the TIP page by clicking on the Planning tab. We also added a link in the middle of the page, that green big button. It says Comment on Draft TIP. If you click there, it will take you directly to the TIP page. This is the TIP page. In this page, you will have access to the input form to provide comments. Also available is the complete draft of the TIP 2630 in PDF format with appendices. This is a big document and you will be able to find project information by county. And that's that big green lettering in the middle of the page. You will also find a list of all the scheduled county-specific virtual TIP presentations, as well as the public meeting with Zoom links. And eventually, we will have available the recordings of all these meetings in this page. Also, You will find a link to the interactive TIP public website, and finally, a link to an instructional video to help you navigate the TIP public website. This is an overview of the page. You can see in the middle the list of all the meetings, and at the bottom left, you will see the link to the TIP public website. I just show you the first place where you can find the TIP information, which is the North Florida TPO TIP page. Now I'm going to show you the second place where you can find more information is the interactive TIP public website. So this is the front page of the interactive TIP public website. When you click on the projects tab, you will get to the one of the tools that you can find projects here. At the top, you will see that says Draft Transportation Improvement Program 2630. And then you will see also a button is signaling by that arrow, red arrow. There are two ways that you can comment on the interactive TIP public website. The first one is that one. If you click on that button, you will be able to provide an overall comment on the plan. The second way that you can provide your comments in here is if you go at the bottom, you see a list of projects. If you click in any of those projects, it will take you to the project overview page of that specific project. And then at the top left, you will see another button. You will be able to provide comments on that specific project. And now we are going over some projects. I just wanted to point out there's a number in the upper left corner. If you have a question about any of these projects, just remember this number and I will come back to it to answer your questions. The first project is I-95 from St. Johns County line to I-295. This is a capacity project. This project will add lanes and do reconstruction. Construction is scheduled for 2029-2030. I-95 from Bowden Road to south of Emerson Street. This is also a capacity project. This project will add lanes and do reconstruction. Construction is scheduled for 2026. I-95 from Bay Meadows Road to J.T. Butler Boulevard. Another capacity project will add lanes and do reconstruction. Construction is scheduled for 2030. State Road 10, US 98, eastbound off-ramp to State Road A1A bridge. This is a bridge repair and rehabilitation project. Preliminary engineering is scheduled for 2027. JTV at Belfort Road interchange. This is another capacity project. We add lanes in that interchange. Construction is scheduled for 2030. Mayport Road. This is a bike lane and sidewalk project. Construction for this project is scheduled for 2026. Lem Turner Road, Trout River Bridge. This is a bridge replacement project. Construction and preliminary engineering for this project is scheduled for 2027. State Road 101 from Atlantic Boulevard to 7th Street. This is a resurfacing project. Construction is scheduled for 2026. Kings Road at Union Street, Brady Street, and Whitner Street. This is a pedestrian safety improvement project. Right-of-way acquisition is scheduled for 2026. Construction, 2027. I-295 from north of New Kings Road to south of I-95 North Interchange. This is a capacity project. This project will add lanes and do reconstruction. Preliminary engineering is scheduled for 2030. Right-of-way acquisition scheduled for 2029-30. Blanding Boulevard from Wilson Boulevard to Roosevelt. This is a resurfacing project. Construction is scheduled for 2026. I-95 over 13th Street Bridge. This is a bridge replacement project. Preliminary engineering scheduled for 2026. Right-of-way acquisition 2028. Construction 2030. Heckscher Drive over Browns Creek Bridge. This is a bridge replacement project. Right-of-way acquisition scheduled for 2026-27. Environmental study 2026-27. Construction 2027. Heckscher Drive at Clapboard Creek Bridge. This is a bridge repair and rehabilitation project. Preliminary engineering scheduled for 2027. Normandy Boulevard from the Equestrian Center to Lamplighter Lane. This is a resurfacing project. Environmental study scheduled for 2026. Construction 2026. Normandy Boulevard from New World Avenue to Cassett Avenue. This is a traffic control device system project. Right-of-way acquisition scheduled for 2030. New Queens Road from Trout River Boulevard to State Road 104. This is a resurfacing project. Construction is scheduled for 2027. This is just a highlight of some of the projects in the TIP. I encourage you to visit both the TIP page and the interactive TIP public website and provide comments. We are now open for any questions that you may have. Remember, you can submit your questions using the chat feature or by unmuting yourself and asking your question. Any questions? Now will be the time for any questions. If you have any questions. If I don't have any questions, then I will thank you for attending this presentation. As I indicated, this presentation is being recorded, and the recording will be posted in our webpage, on the TIP webpage. And I encourage you to visit both the TIP public website and the TIP page for more information and provide comments. That's exactly what we're trying to obtain feedback from people on this project. So we would appreciate if you provide input on the draft. And I thank you very much for attending this presentation. Have a great day.